hello, welcome back.
You! It was you, wasn't it? You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here, anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
So, that was Laura. As I've said, I think I've said that before, but that's kind of a better look at and a more direct confrontation with Laura. Really cementing herself as kind of a annoying bratty kid. Like really, really frustrating to interact with. But, you know, that's just how she be. Just how kids are, you know. You can't really blame them for that. But it's kind of, you know, very intriguing interaction because obviously she knows something that James doesn't, and he's very frustrated, as you can see at first. Kind of doesn't know what to make of her. So this is that park. Mary, are you here? So this is the park that that James was talking about in the opening cutscene. The park where we kind of shared a lot of memories, I guess. Maybe they came here on a date, or some point in their honeymoon. Whatever the occasion was, they kind of associate a lot of good memories with this park, it seems like. If, you know, considering that Mary said that it was their special place, and this is the first place that James thought of. Patrick Chester, son of Edward, he fought and died for the people, for liberty, and for all of our tomorrows. His memory lives on. Your boys are not looking great. Missing a head and both arms. It's like Monty Python. tis but a flesh wound. Sorry, it's not funny. There should be, I think there's more items around here, but there might not be. Nah, I'm just being silly. Okay, oh no, wait, no, there we go. Forgot how, like, big this area is. This zone's a little bit bigger than it really, for plot purposes, should be. Because, you know, the only reason you come here is to look for Mary. But there's a lot of stuff to look at. Maybe there's some more items as well. Don't want to miss anything, you know? Whoa, hang on. If I've just made a circle, haven't I? Well, goddamn. Okay. Alright, maybe it's a bit smaller than I thought. I was kind of making it look bigger in my head. But, is that a tree? Yeah, it is. Okay. This is a really funky looking lakeside. You can see stuff in the water like felled logs, and it's not very deep water either. It doesn't look like it, at least. This place is all kind of run down.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? Feel how warm I am?
You're really not Mary.
I told you. I'm Maria.
Sorry. I was confused.
Where are you going?
I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
Oh yeah, 3 years ago. But I got a letter from her. She says she was waiting in our special place.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess. The one on the lake? I wonder if it's still there.
The Lakeview Hotel? Yeah, it's still there. So, the hotel was your special place, huh? I'll bet it was. Don't get so mad. I was just joking. Anyway, it's not that way. It's this way.
You're coming with me?
You were gonna just leave me?
No, but...
With all these monsters around?
No, I just...
I'm all alone here. Everyone else is gone. I look like Mary, don't I? You loved her, right? Huh, or maybe you hated her.
Don't be ridiculous.
So it's okay?
Yeah, fine.
So, another interesting thing about James, I think that's like one of the moments where you kind of get to see a lot more of his insecurities. Obviously, Maria really pushing his buttons in that conversation, but it's an interesting dynamic between the two. Obviously, Maria is very confident and flirty. In memory of the 67 who died of illness and now sleep beneath the lake. A lot of people don't really appreciate how fucked up and disturbing that plaque is. It's kind of it's kind of horrible, because obviously that's not normal. 67 who died and now sleep beneath the lake. So, like, what happened? I wonder that a lot. I think some people have theories about it, but, like, jeez. Because that would have meant that a lot of people died at sea. But why? And why would they have died in Toluca Lake? They would have been residents of Silent Hill, I think. That just stands to reason. That just makes sense, right? So why do you need a plaque dedicated to people who died, who, like, residents of Silent Hill who died in Silent Hill in Toluca Lake? Oh, hello. It's just very odd. Sorry, Maria. Oh my god. That was an accident. You have to believe me. I didn't hate my wife, I promise. That wasn't very good. That makes me look like I'm some kind of wife beater. I'm not, promise. Swear down. Okay, this starts to get a bit annoying. So, as long as you have Maria in your party, James will just constantly, as long as she's in his field of vision, will just look right at her, which means that it's harder to find items by using that method. Because now she's like a red herring that kind of averts James's male gaze. It's a little bit annoying, but it's alright, I guess. Jack's Inn. Relatively significant portion of the story takes place in Silent Hill 3 at Jack's Inn. Can you get in any of these rooms? I don't think you can. I think it's just a window set dressing for now. I nearly called it window shopping, but that's like a different... It's a different thing. I'm stupid. There's just something about the way this game feels and looks. It's very calming, almost. I know it's like a horror game and stuff, but there's just something about the way that it's the fog, it's the way the fog is rendered, and like the layout and kind of emptiness of the town, and the way that the music doesn't change when monsters show up. It's kind of this perfect blend of elements that make this game a really good, like, I always call this an autumn game, or just a kind of, you know, general kind of downer game. And I don't mean that in a bad way, like, I mean downer as in, like, you're not necessarily depressed or sad, but when you're feeling a bit melancholy, if that's a good word for it. I always find that this is a good game to play. It's a very kind of somber experience playing it, and it's a good palate cleanser from a lot of other games, which are very obviously very in your face, high octane and stuff. Which, there's nothing wrong with that, but this game is very unique in the way it presents itself, and not a lot of games get it right. There are lots of people who say that there are other games like Silent Hill and have the same atmosphere and stuff like that, but nothing will ever even come close to comparing to this. Should I get rid of this guy? He's very fast. I can't remember if the monsters respawn in this. They might not, or they might. This is another weird aspect. Sorry, Maria. Another weird aspect of the town. It's just walled off here. It's like the town just stops, and it's very like deliberately designed. As you can see, it's like this big concrete wall that doesn't match the aesthetic of the rest of this district at all in any way, shape, or form, and it looks very kind of whatever's holding the town together, whatever supernatural force is kind of, their scope doesn't reach all the way, I guess you could say. And it looks like it kind of ran out of power to structure it. That's just my theory about it. I always think that it's Silent Hill is like being manifested by some kind of otherworldly power, and it doesn't have the correct resources to fully realize it. Not necessarily an individual or tangible thing, but it's maybe almost like Japanese folklore has this a lot, where maybe it's some kind of just residual energy from like power from the land. It's maybe it's a place with a lot of history. It sounds like it was, and that's what's giving it power and form. I always like these street sections because this sounds so horrifically nerdy, but I can imagine in my head like the way that I'm gonna cut this together, show the passage of time of me just kind of fucking around in the streets. It's like I said in the first episode, this is like an essential part of playing this game, is wandering the streets and finding things. I should really check on my health. I haven't checked on my health in like a solid like 30 minutes. Okay, well it's pretty bad, so we should probably heal. Yeah, that's overkill. Yeah, that's like a full heal. As soon as the portrait goes green, That's when you know that... Here we go, here it is. Steel pipe to replace my wooden plank. 3 foot long steel pipe, not very destructive, but has good range. Hell yeah, it has good range. This is like the definitive Silent Hill weapon, I think. I think this is the weapon that everyone thinks of. Like, all Silent Hill fans, they're like, this is the quintessential Silent Hill weapon. I think it's in every single game. Harry Mason in the first game uses one. James uses one. Heather Mason from 3 uses one. Maria, right, can you stop running into me? Because it... Alright, okay, I better get real with everyone watching right now, just so that we know we're all on the same level. Depending on the way that you behave and the kind of stuff that you do to other people, it sways how the ending turns out. And one of the endings is directly influenced by the amount of abuse you inflict on Maria. So that's why I'm getting a bit nervous about constantly bumping into her, because it counts as damage. Every time you bump into Maria, I think it does a tiny, like, 0.1 amount of damage. But it all counts towards the ending. So me bumping into her is kind of very subtly swaying my ending into one direction. Which isn't good, obviously. So I'm trying not to do it, but she's making it very difficult. Very, very, very difficult indeed. Enough. Okay, Nathan. Alright, well... Maria, like, do you see what I mean? do you see what I mean about this whole bumping into Maria business? She makes it very difficult not to. That's weird. I swear I remember items being around here. Like health drinks or something. I don't know. It's alright, I can manage without.
I'll wait here. I hate bowling.
I didn't come here to play, you know.
Hurry back. Okay.